frustrating a loss is this?
Very. Yeah, very frustrating loss. And, yeah, we got to get back to work and figure out how we can be more productive on offense and stop putting our defense in bad spots.
13 total points over the past 2 games. Is there something that, right off the bat, before watching the tape, that you can point to as for why the offense isn't working?
No, I mean, I think anytime you are struggling or doing well on offense, there's a lot that goes into it. And, I think for me, my focus is my role in that, which is, dropping back, making sure I'm making good decisions, and continuing to move the ball forward. And so, yeah, there's a lot that goes into it. I'm focused on my role and trying to be the solution. My role in the solution of finding a way to be more explosive, put up more points, sustain more drives, be better on third down. I mean, just play better on offense in general.
Obviously, after last week's turnovers, this past week you were saying how you have to play cleaner and kind of toward that line between aggressive and reckless play. Tonight, no turnovers for you personally. Do you think that there was maybe a part of your brain where, so that you weren't turning the ball over, maybe you weren't playing as aggressive?
I mean, I don't think so. I don't really, off the top of my head, I think any game you're going to want some throws back. But I didn't walk away from the game thinking I just walked in there and tried to check the ball down every play. I mean, there's a lot of throws down the field. I thought as far as from a turnover perspective, we played clean, but we didn't move the ball, so who cares? And I think that, for me, when you're struggling on offense and struggling to move the ball, it's fighting that urge to, have those frustration throws where you're trying to make something happen, and the next thing you know, it's interception. So, that's kind of that line you have to toe. As far as, I didn't feel like there was anything down the field, just off of memory and looking at the pictures on the sideline. I didn't feel like there was anything down the field where it was I should have thrown that, but I was too afraid of making a mistake, so I didn't. I think for the most part, I hesitate to say I put the ball where it was supposed to go on each play because we didn't do anything on offense, but for the most part, that was kind of the case.
What are your thoughts on the play calling then?
I don't think it's a play calling issue at all. I think everyone, when you have a poor performance on offense, there's so many different things that go into it. For me, things that may not even stand out as bad plays, but things where you're I need to have my eyes on this side because of this or whatever. And basically, when you play that poorly on offense for this 2-game stretch, there's a lot. Everyone's playing a role in it, and everybody's got to play a role in the solution. And so that's kind of my focus.
Well, it seems like it's starting to, just over 2 games, snowball the kind of play on offense. How do you stop it in its tracks?
Get back to work and have a solution mindset and try and figure out, what's our identity on offense? What's our go-to stuff that we're going to do, and how are we going to, we got good players on the perimeter. How do we put them in situations where they can go make plays and do what they're capable of doing? And I think that's kind of my main focus, and I really just say the perimeter because that's kind of my area on offense is trying to get those guys the ball.
You guys moved the ball early. Did you think the game shifted on that penalty that knocked away the long pass that ball in 14?
I'm not going to sit up here and say one play. I think there's a lot of different plays throughout the game that momentum swings and all that, but just overall, the whole performance on offense was very poor, and we left our defense out to dry a lot. And, I'm going to sound like a broken record, but my focus for this week is just we're all part of the, on offense, we're all a part of the problem, and we all need to be a part of the solution. And I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing to be a part of the solution.
What's Jamar like after a couple games like this? You talked about being a leader, being more vocal, but what's your interactions with him right now?
Good. I think he's on the same page with me that, just trying to figure out what's going to work, going to get us to where we need to be on offense. And so, yeah, I think that's kind of where the conversations have been geared around.
Jake, after the game in Minnesota, it seemed like you guys really emphasized needing to play more sharp. But the turnovers, obviously that was the issue tonight, but tonight was the penalties. What do you guys feel like you can do during the week to maybe sharpen the focus so it's not something different next week?
Yeah, I mean, I think as far as penalties go, I think my role as the quarterback is to make sure we're not taking delay games. We're not, putting people in a situation where they're going to commit penalties. As far as overall on offense, I think that's more of a Zach question. For me, I'm just really focused on what it is, trying to figure out what I need to do in order to help us move the ball and help us play better on offense.
Jake, I don't know if you guys once said it felt like the offense maybe didn't want it as much today as the defense did. Their defense, did you feel like you all had enough effort and intensity what you needed to do tonight?
Yeah, I didn't think effort was an issue. I think just the last 2 weeks just feels like never really had momentum. Haven't really been explosive. We'll have one or two good plays, and then we'll get into a 1st and 20, and that's just you're fighting a hard battle with one arm behind your back when you end up in longer situations, 2nd and long, 1st and long, leading to 3rd and long, and it's not good. Offenses don't do that, so we need to clean it up. And yeah, I mean, I don't think effort was an issue, and I never question anybody's effort in the locker room. I don't really think that's how everything goes for the Bengals, but I do think it's a time when you've had 2 tough losses where you haven't performed well on offense. Like, you do have to look in the mirror and say, okay, what is my role in this? And removing all the emotion, the outside noise, and just looking at the film and saying, okay, what is my role in this? What do I need to do better? And for me, that's, like I've said, you guys are tired of me hearing me say it, but that's going to be my focus this week. Thanks, guys.